Living with celiac disease means that people must have a gluten-free diet. It's common for people aged 3 years old to 60 years old. Around 200,000 cases occur in the United States alone. For people like Jennifer Harris, their celiac disease goes long undiagnosed and long unnoticed. She grew up thinking that stomach aches, headaches, and such were a normal part of life until she realized something was wrong. We set up a meeting with Dr. Charles Grant to discuss more behind the issue.
Celiac disease is basically a mutation in which an incorrect response is launched when the individual has gluten. If you are diagnosed early, all you need to do is stay away from gluten. However, Mrs. Harris didn't realize early enough her conditions and wasn't diagnosed until later. This is where the conditions of hers comes in, such as stomach aches and headaches.
Celiac disease is a disease based around the consumption of gluten. When you ingest gluten, it causes your white blood cells to mistakenly attack the lining of your small intestine due to improperly identifying it as a foreign item. When this happens, the villi slowly wear down and it will not be able to digest as much nutrients as beforehand. There's no current cure except for to live a gluten-free life and stay away from gluten.
Celiac disease is a genetic error that causes a person to react to the consumption of gluten. The exact location of the mutation is HLA-DQ2 and HLA-DQ8. The chromosome is 6p21. The disease reacts specifically to the gluten protein gliadin, which the body responds to inappropriately by attacking the small intestine. Zonulin, another protein, was found to be high in the blood levels of patients with celiac disease.
Celiac disease is a genetic error caused by a mutation in a person's DNA. This is when a person's body can't properly respond to gluten, more specifically, the gliadin protein class. You may contract celiac disease after childbirth, surgery, emotional stress, or viral infection. When gluten enters the body, immune response attacks the villi and small intestine. Effects include rashes, depression, numbness, and damage to the intestine. A proper treatment is to have a gluten-free diet as part of your lifestyle.
For Jennifer here, she's inherited the susceptibility of getting the disease. Parents can either be a carrier without any symptoms or actually be affected by it. We talked to Dr. Noah more on the topic.
Celiac disease can either be inherited from your parents or gotten from a genetic mutation. Celiac disease is not either considered be dominant or recessive. Celiac disease also isn't sex-related, race-related, or age-related. The gene is located on chromosome 6p21.
Celiac disease can be shown passing from parent to child using a Punnett square. The capital D means they have the disease, while the lowercase does not. The above parent is affected, and the side parent isn't. These two represent the 50% chance of having an infected child, while the right side does not. Celiac disease can either be inherited in an autosomal dominant or autosomal recessive manner. It depends on the parent's specific alleles. Celiac disease isn't X-linked either, so it isn't more common in boys or girls. This pedigree is an example of an autosomal dominant inheritance, where the children can inherit the disease with only one affected allele. This pedigree is an example of an autosomal recessive inheritance, where the child needs two affected alleles to inherit the disease.
Currently, there are no cures for celiac disease. The best treatment is to have a gluten-free diet. This will ensure that your body won't react improperly. Thank you for joining us on NCE. We appreciate your time watching the program.